Even one of the bad guys last year said, I'm tired of her crying over what those assholes did. They left. They are assholes. Because do you realize how pathetic they are? I told you. He meets that girl. Third day. We're living on an air mattress. TV on the floor with a DVD player. Living out a fishing pool. Goes in to ask him all about Kevin. And they help because they're pathetic. And psychopaths. Retired judge. Okay? 3 days late, within 2 to 3 days later, I'm only up there 6 days, still getting stuff out of storage. Took me like 3 weeks to empty that storage unit. Took me like 2 weeks to get a bed. And 2.5 weeks to have a refrigerator to have food there. It's like camping inside my house. Okay? Within 6 days of being there, they break in my door. What kind of sociopaths and pathetic, desperate people to marry a girl off breaks in your door? Within 6 days, or 3 days of meeting the man, and only 6 days of being in that area. Schizophrenic sociopath. You wanna talk about fatal attraction? Crazy people? You know? I tried to tell my one coworker that they did that. They're like, they're insane. I said, yeah, and then they were talking about putting little button cameras up and watching me. I didn't know they were there, and then photoshopping his hours in. People went to the camera, we saw them. I said, and I have bruises, and I got sick on drink and time lapse, and I was getting sick really bad. I said, they were talking about roofing me and telling me to say something stupid. She's like, they need restraining orders. Yeah. You know what? You know, in Fatal Attraction, that guy cheated. The girl started stalking the wife. Left a dead animal on the thing and started hurting her, and she didn't know who was hurting. Then she finally killed the wife. Well, you know, one time when we were up there, there's a big possum in the trash, and I asked Steve to get it out because I was afraid of knocking over because I was scared of it. I always walk through this one walking path. It was dead and killed in the room where I'd have to walk around it. They're that sick. Get you an idea. Who the hell just would do this besides people that are like fatal attraction women? And you know what's funny? They haven't been together a year and a half. A year and a half. So all their asshole behavior was in vain. Because I talked to Dixie, I said, did you know Michelle? Yeah, I knew her. He hadn't been with her for a while. He said, she said, Kathy don't make any sense. Kathy was a year and a half ago. And her family's down here harassing me because they're schizophrenic assholes that can't get over that Dave used them and their dirty friends to break in my door, stalk me, Photoshop me, and date rape drug me because they're psychos. And then act like, oh, I just like it when they say, well, you're legally charged, blah, 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 blah. I've never been questioned, you freaks. And how could I get charged on your crimes? They just need to get arrested for their crimes. And they paid off the agent. Yes, they did. I told you, I got to thinking about it. Well, they said they set it up. He mentioned a girlfriend. Why would you even mention it? It's like, well, I don't honestly know. That's why I didn't hang up that phone. And some guy starts rambling about it in the back, and he's like, she doesn't know. Stop. He did know. And I told you the other night, somebody drove by my other client and said, we found the tape of Will acknowledging the girlfriend. He did know all this. For we called Will. Explained Michelle, and he set up no one on ground, but he took a payoff. People need to make this right. It's not funny. And the Portage County Sheriff's couldn't even work Will's case. Conflict of interest. County judge's daughter involved. Will knew that. They couldn't even work camera around the house state case, what cops call it. Protected like custody case, he set up and turned me over, please. Hand me back to the enemies. Because some of them were helping out for that judge's daughter, because she's that pathetic. And her family's that pathetic. They thought they had to help them. And other people, they're that pathetic, I told you. Having the grandkids giggle, being games that pretend because they wanted the house for that pathetic Auntie Shell. And Auntie Shell didn't get it, and the other cops know. She's that pathetic trying to use children. I'm glad they got caught. Her family's that pathetic. Yeah. And the other people telling the other police departments of the shower scenes and the Ruthie confessions before. And the other ones already know. My whole family was interviewed. Spoke highly of me in 18. And the other ones were just lying for that girl to get the house. And they're documented in games of pretend. And they would say, why are they even bother having those kids make that up? Oh, they just want that girl to get that house and stuff like that. And just look at them. And that those people were just being assholes. They need to stop their asshole behavior. And that's why the regular Portage County sheriffs are denying all acknowledgement of this. I'll tell you what, I Googled. Now, they couldn't even work the state case, and Will knew that. Conflict of interest. I Googled who is because he's always said the undercover police or the boys. Okay? Who's the undercover police in Portage County? Sheriff's Department. Drug Department. Undercover police in the drug department. That is the dark gray truck, the light gray truck, the medium blue, the white, and the black. Told you. Camp placing them at CSE, telling everybody they were my private security for this case. North Camp Jackson Place, June of 19, Liberty House Sheriff for the worst thing you ever did wrong, honey. It's bent over improperly. And then they made that mistake in front of him. Made up a case to watch. That's funny. Did what to her before? That's funny because they framed me. And a made up scam. She must really like him because she's so pathetic. They thought they had to do all this. So just pay me off. They're that pathetic. They couldn't even work. Will knew they couldn't even work in this case. Even Officer Reinhardt in Louisville, with there being a county judge's daughter involved, they couldn't say a word to you in your life. Be thrown out for conflict of interest and they go to jail. You know what's rich? Nobody's ever said anything. Ever bad about me. Just the freaks for the people they can't get over that they've used to make it everything. And just run around slandering me on their own for their asshole behavior of breaking my door in. Putting up tiny little cameras stalking me within 6 days of basically camping in that house while I'm trying to unload a storage unit. Because she thought she was going to get a husband in a house. And she's so pathetic they thought they'd help. And her family is. They're that pathetic. They thought they'd do fatal attraction on the wife. And they need to stop being pathetic and stop being assholes. I told you, even one of the bad guys, I'm tired of her crying over what those assholes did. See, in the regular place, we all know this woman's innocent. It was assholes doing breaking in my door, stalking me, photoshopping me, and date rape drugging me. Assholes. And telling me to say stupid stuff so I never been talked to. Oh, yeah, I have no charges for that. Will I ever? Never. Nor will they ever question me for them being assholes. Besides, yes, I want to press charges. And they need to stop slandering me for their shower scene and their druggies. And they need to stop being assholes. I told you that. I realized that one cop was at the end of Metzger's Park screaming at a phone, swearing as he went by me for a minute. I thought, why are you having a cow? The one where I went to walk in the back of Metzger's Park in the shaded area. I have a protective light guy running by, a cop at the end, and the other one at the other end, restoring my phone. He's down there swearing and screaming. He can't hear. Turned his head, he said, I can't hear out of my one ear. I can hardly hear all the other. He's screaming because he's deaf. And he's standing by the medium blue truck. And I thought, you're the man that saved my life one day. Where the gold car with black windows did a U-turn, pulled a foot in front of me, and that officer come racing towards me. And I looked, and the guy's not a foot in front of me before he could do anything. That he raced and basically chased that guy off. He used to go by and rev his engine. But his windows were blacked out and I couldn't see what was in it. I seen him standing outside that medium blue truck. Because of I told you, they always said, well, tell the boys to look into it. And they said the undercover police are taking care of it. Google who that is. It's the Sheriff's Department in Portage County. The drug unit. That's who my security was. So them acting stupid. Don't be pathetic. Because all the other police, Maslin, Salem, Canton, because I got back at CSE as my private security. North Canton. In the back of Little Birdie House Sheriff. Stark County Sheriff's. A family church. Maslin. My family's even seed. Okay. And my neighbors. So we need to stop acting stupid. And then they sold the protected light case. So then it's even like common knowledge, then it hits it even stupider. And like I said, at the Oakland apartment, the guy at the task force, December 9, 2100 task force, they went to the Canton police on him being drugged and told to say stuff in Photoshop. And a whole bunch of others. Because they found out what those assholes did to me before. And they need to stop being assholes. And harassing me for them playing Fatal Attraction. And going Nazi on their wife, and then they got nothing out of it. Then coming down here taking it out on me. And then they paid Will off. They could have gave me the money I would have left. Man don't hit you with a board of this. Seriously. And he's not even with her for a year and a half. And they're that pathetic to harass me. For them breaking my door and stalking me. Photoshopping shower scenes and date rape drugging me. Are you crazy? Now I'm glad the other cops caught him telling my other grandkids to make up mean games and pretend to giggle behind my back for the pathetic girl to get the house. And then she didn't get the house. She didn't get the jewelry. He dumped her. He used all these pathetic people. Manipulated all of them to get what he wanted. And then dumped her. It's called karma biting the ass. One of my guys said, does these people realize they got manipulated by him so he could everything over a year ago? He manipulated all them into helping. People need to stop being manipulated for assholes.